Hello, my amazing artists. Today we are going to use our skills of clay to create what is called a slab container. A slab container is built only using slabs. We remember all of the different things we can do with our clay, creating a sphere, a coil, and a slab. You can make a container in lots of different shapes: triangle, circle, square, or even a shape like a heart. This one has a nice lid on top as well. Let's explore the first thing that we need to do no matter what shape of container we are going to make, and that is to hydrate our clay. Our clay is thirsty, it needs a drink of water, and the best way to make it not thirsty is not to take it swimming in the swimming pool. Nope. Not to rubbing the water on the outside like washing the hands. We need to get the water inside the belly of the clay. That's how we make it not thirsty. So smush the water inside by using your bare claws and getting it inside the clay. We want our clay nice and sticky so that when we put our pieces together, they will stick together nicely and we can spread the clay easily. Once I have hydrated my clay, the first thing I'm going to do is create a sphere and slab. Create a rough sphere, and on your mat or a piece of paper, create your slab. I like to do it on my mat because then I can take my mat and easily pull it off. The thickness of your slab matters. If we make it too thin, our pot will be flimsy. So making it the thickness of like a pancake or even a chocolate chip cookie is great. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to make a circular slab pot. First thing I'm going to do is I've made my bottom of my slab, and I'm not going to worry about the shape of it because I am going to let the walls of my pot determine the size and shape of the base. Put this slab to the side, grab another large chunk of clay, making sure that whatever clay you are using is properly hydrated before you begin working with it. Your hydrated clay and make a thick coil, and use the palm of your hands and your whole body weight to press down the coil into a thick slab. Now that you have your slab, we want to make sure that both the top and the bottom of the slab are nice and even. So what you can do is tap it onto your table, or if it is pretty crazy, you can also take a ruler and cut off the unflattering side. Next, I am going to take my coil and mold it around into a cylinder. Take the ribbons of clay where they meet on the ends and use your fingers to merge that clay together, both on the outside and on the inside. I have a place of my clay that is missing a little bit, so I'm going to take my well-hydrated clay and I am going to actually use it like putty to fill in that gap. So I've got a nice sticky piece of clay and I can use it to make a rough coil and smooth it down on top of my cylinder. The next step is to attach your cylinder to your slab. First thing though is to place it on top of your slab and measure the circumference of that shape. Take off the cylinder and cut your slab base. Doesn't have to be perfect because what we are going to do next is to scratch and add water and merge that clay together with our walls. Lift your pot up off of your table mat and actually use your fingers to merge the base with the walls, swiping that clay together to become one piece instead of two pieces. We can do this both on the outside and the inside. Swipe it together and then also refine the edges by swiping side to side. Okay, I have now made my pot and I am ready to also make a lid for my vessel. For the lid, press another slab, a nice thick slab just like the base, and then we will flip over our pot on top of our slab to measure how big to make our lid. Flip it over, use your pencil to trace around the outside, take it off, and now we can cut deeper into our slab with our pencil. For the lid, I like to cut more carefully so that I don't have to refine the edges as much once it is cut away from the slab. My slab should be about the same size as my container, but one thing that we can do to make our lid more functional is to create some kind of handle to lift it up off of our pot. Take some time to design some kind of unique handle to go on the top of your lid. It could be curly, it could be round, it could be square. It is completely up to you. But do remember, no matter what type of handle you add, you must scratch and add water or slip and score. Otherwise, later, once your pot is dry, that handle will just pop right off and not serve the purpose that you had intended it to. Okay, boys and girls, have a fun time today creating your slab container. No matter what shape you do today, you will be making a lot of slabs to construct the bottom, the sides, and the top.